have Emporia State head coach Jory Collins, as well as senior forward Marissa Quick and junior guard Kelsey Barnwell. Coach Collins, if you'll start out with an opening statement, and then we'll open it up for questions for both you and the players.
Just in general, I was really happy with our effort. I thought, coming in, we were a little bit concerned with the bye last Saturday that we'd be off 8 or 9 days between games, and I thought that showed early in the game. We just really weren't physical, really game ready. You can't really simulate a game in practice, and once we got more comfortable with the pace and the physicality of the game, I thought we played a much better ball game.
Questions for Coach Collins or either of the players?
Marissa, there was that stretch in the middle of the first half that you guys went off on a 14-0 run, went from 5 back to 9 up, and I think you guys were able to start the second quarter or second half rather on something similar. What were the key to you guys being able to, getting those good looks at the basket and shutting them down on the other end?
Like Coach said, I felt like we came out a little rusty at the beginning and just didn't have quite the game intensity that we needed to have, and we really turned it up halfway through the first half there and then just kept it rolling for the rest of the game.
Coach and Jenner leading scorer all year long, and you guys were able to keep her in check for a majority of the game. What was the biggest key to accomplishing that?
Well, with those guys, we got several really good players in our league that you can't really guard one-on-one, and your only hope is to just be as competitive as you can to be in their face when they shoot it and make them shoot it over an open hand. And tonight she didn't make as many as she usually does over us. And so I thought we were in the right spots a lot on her, and we're pretty assignment correct in guarding her. But she missed some that she normally makes too, and it wouldn't surprise me if she had 14, and wouldn't surprise me if she would have got 24 on the same shots. Probably just wasn't her night shooting the ball, and probably had a little bit to do with us, but probably a little more to do with her.
Kelsey, you saw them once before back in January. What did you feel like the biggest difference for you guys as a whole was facing them tonight as opposed to a couple months ago?
I think we came out more aggressive. We were attacking the basket, and that was able to get us some open looks and penetrate. Pitch threes were there, so we were able to do some good things.
Coach, you guys came out in the second half. It was like 18-2. What was the biggest key to you guys' defensive success tonight in the second half?
Well, I thought, they run the dribble drive motion, and it's really fast. They're athletic, and we switch everything with a lot of those players just to try to keep people in front. But when they get you going one way and you have to put the brakes on and switch again, you have to really be alert and have really good awareness and really good sense of urgency in some of those. And I thought, when the game started, we didn't have that, and I think part of that was just the layoff. And then once we got into halftime, we were like, okay, we settled into game mode, and we're just much more efficient on the defensive side right there, just executing what we wanted to do.
Coach, offensively, what kind of got you going early on in the second half? Was it just kind of getting out in transition, or what was the difference?
Well, I think if I remember right, I think Kelly was pretty good there the first 5 minutes in ripping down some rebounds and going coast to coast, and whether she made them or not, she didn't make many shots tonight, but she still puts a lot of pressure on your defense, just going hard to the basket and getting everybody's attention. And she probably sparked us as much as anybody in that first 3 minutes to start the second half.
One more. Earlier in the year when you faced this team, they were able to close a double-digit gap in the second half and make it a one-point game at the end. What did you tell the ladies to try and get that worry out of their minds?
Well, we knew Tuesday night when we knew we were playing Western, and we talked about it, that was one of our worst games of the year on both sides of the floor probably. We didn't have a very good game that night and just really weren't ourselves in that game. And somehow we had a 16-point lead in that game. I have no idea how, but it didn't surprise me that they came back and cut it to 1 at the end. And we wanted to give a better effort tonight than we did that day. And just felt like we didn't really give them our best and wanted to do a better job of that tonight.